Hello and welcome to you all to the presentation on the topic installment purchase part 3. Already you have learnt what is meant by installment purchase and then differences between hire purchase and installment system and how to journalize the transactions in the books of installment purchaser and installment seller. Similarly, in my previous presentation, I solved one or two problems. Now, to make you understand the recording of installment purchase properly, let me take up some more problems. So, Mr. Suresh purchased a machine from Suhas Limited on installment system on January 1st, 2016. So Mr. Suresh is the installment purchaser and Suhas Limited is the installment seller, and the agreement entered into on January 1st, 2016. The payment was made as follows: 20,000 on delivery, 38,000 at the end of the first year, 30,000 at the end of second year, and rupees 27,500 at the end of the third year. The interest of 10% per annum was included in the above installments. Suresh decided to write off the appreciation at 10% per annum on written down value method. So you are required to give necessary journal entries in the books of Mrs. Suhas Limited, that is seller, installment seller, and show the required ledger accounts in the books of Mr. Suresh. Show the interest calculations. So here down payment value is given, then installment amount of each installment is given. Of course, with the help of this you can calculate installment purchase price. But the problem here is cash price is not given. So since cash price is not given, you cannot go or proceed in the normal way. So here what you have to do, so you have to go for back calculation method. There is a method called back calculation method, so that you can calculate the interest for each year and also you can find out the cash price at the end. So what you have to do here is, first you have to take last year's transaction. So 2018, so our agreement entered into in 2016, 16, 17 and 18. So you take the details of 2018. So total amount due at the end of the year, 27,500. This includes interest also. So you have to calculate the interest in the following way: 27,500 into 10 divided by 110, because interest is also included in this. Supposing cash price is 100, interest is 10, so totally 110. So 27,500 is equal to 110. Of that, what is 10? So you are calculating 2,500. So from 27,500, if you deduct 2,500 interest, you will get balance value, that is principal amount at the end of first year. So 25,000 last year 2018, so 25,000. So that 25,000 is taken here. To that you are adding 2017's installment amount, that is 30,000. So 25,000 plus 30,000, it will be 55,000. As I mentioned, this includes second year interest also, 2017's interest also. Therefore 55,000 into 10 by 110, so you get 5,000. So from 55,000, if you deduct 5,000, you will get balance 50,000. So this will be recorded here. So 50,000 plus first year interest, that is 38,000, not interest, first year installment. So together it will be 88,000. This includes interest, so you have to calculate the interest by multiplying that by 10 and dividing by 110. So you will get 8,000. From 88,000, if you deduct 8,000, what you get is 80,000. So to this amount, you have to add down payment. So 80,000 plus 20,000 is equal to cash price 1 lakh. So since we start from the last installment and then reach the first installment, this method is called back calculation method. So whatever we have calculated here, let us sum it up. It is like this. See, in 2016, down payment is 20,000. Installment price is also equal. Then first installment, see here 38,000, which you already understood here, 38,000, and interest is 8,000. You deduct it, so balance is 30,000 cash price. We come to 2017, installment amount is 30,000. 30,000 and interest is 5,000. So 30,000 minus 5,000, you will get 25,000. Then third year, yes, it is 27,500, yes, and interest is 2,500. So 27,500 minus 2,500, 25,000 is the cash price. So total cash price is 1 lakh. So here also you have calculated. Then total installment purchase price is 1,15,500, and then total interest is 15,500. So installment price minus cash price is equal to interest. So 15,500 is the total interest. How it is collected or rather paid? First year 8,000, second year 5,000, third year 2,500. Okay, now we have to go for journal entries. That too in the books of seller, not the buyer. So in the books of seller. So Suresh's account data to installment sales account, that is 1 lakh. Then interest of all the 3 installments. So together it is 15,500 total interest, which you have calculated in the previous slide. Okay, so you have to add 1 lakh and 15,500, and the total amount must be debited to Suresh's account. In the case of hire purchase system, the entry would have been Suresh's account data 1 lakh to hire sales account 1 lakh. Only that much. Interest will not be considered at the beginning. But here total interest will be considered, and that will be debited to this account and credited to interest suspense account. Okay. Then you are receiving the down payment from Suresh. So debit what comes in, or bank account is debited 20,000. Okay. Then to Suresh's account 20,000 is the giver. The next bank account is debited is the receiver, so bank account data to Suresh account. So our bank account amount is debited to bank account. Next, second year, yes, at the end of the year, second year interest. So second year interest, not second year, first year interest, that should be credited to interest account. So to that extent, interest suspense account will be reduced. So interest suspense account data to interest account. Every year interest suspense account is reduced with each year's interest. So in the first year the interest is 8,000. So from the interest suspense account 8,000 is transferred to interest account. Next we are receiving the second installment. So bank account data to Suresh account. Then we are closing the interest account by transferring the balance to profit and loss account. So these are the entries in the first year. Now we'll move on to the second year. So initial two entries are not there in the second year and subsequent years. So the entries which are passed at the end of the year, they have to be repeated. Okay. Interest account, interest suspense account data 5,000 to interest account. So interest is transferred from interest suspense account to interest account. Then we are receiving the second installment, bank account data to Suresh account. Then interest account is closed by transferring that to profit and loss account. And we'll come to the third year. Third year interest is transferred from interest suspense account to interest account. And we are receiving the third installment, bank account data to interest account, Suresh account. Then interest account is closed by transferring that to profit and loss account. So these are the journal entries that are passed in the books of installment purchasers book. Installment sellers book. Now we'll move on to the ledger account. So we have to open Suresh account, that is installment buyers account. So installment buyers account, Suresh account data to installment sales. Okay, with 1 lakh. Then total interest is also debited to this account, and therefore interest suspense account is credited. Total debit to his account is 1,15,500. Of that, you are receiving down payment 20,000. You are receiving the first installment 38,000. So the balance is 57,500. Second year, the balance is at the beginning 57,500. Of that, you receive the second installment 30,000. So balance is 27,500. 27,500 is the beginning balance of third year and the last year, and you are receiving the third year installment. By that, Suresh account is closed. There is absolutely no balance here. His account is being settled. Come to interest suspense account. Interest suspense account is debited with total interest of all the 3 years, credited with all the 3 years interest, that is 15,500. Of that, at the end of the first year interest is transferred to interest account from interest suspense account. As a result, the balance in interest suspense account is 7,500, and that is brought down at the beginning of second year, that is 7,500. Of that, second year interest is transferred from interest suspense account to interest account, 5,000. So the balance is 2,500. Same value is brought down here. So 2,500. And from this, entire 2,500 is transferred to interest account. This is the third year interest. So by this, at the end of the last installment, there should be no balance in interest suspense account. If there is any balance, it means somewhere we have committed a mistake. Then come to interest account. So first year interest is transferred from interest suspense account to interest account, and interest account is closed by transferring that to profit and loss account. Similarly, second year you have got 5,000 interest, so that will be transferred from interest suspense account to interest account, and interest account is closed for the second year by transferring the balance to profit and loss account. Third year interest is 2,500, that is transferred from interest suspense account to interest account, and interest account is closed at the end of third year to profit and loss account with 2,500. So thus every year interest amount of each year is transferred from interest suspense account to interest account, and interest account being a nominal account closed every year at the end by transferring the balance to profit and loss account. So that's about that third problem. Now we'll move on to another problem, that is fourth problem. On 1st January 2016, Arvind purchased machinery from Mission Limited on installment system. The cash price of the machinery was rupees 80,000, and it was agreed that A should pay rupees 8,000 initially as down payment and the balance in 4 equal installments plus interest at 7% on yearly balances. Arvind charges depreciation at 10% per annum every year on straight line method. Show necessary ledger accounts in the books of Mr. Arvind for 4 years. Accounts are closed on December 31st every year. So here cash price is given. Cash price is 80,000 and down payment is 8,000. So 80,000 minus 8,000, that is 72,000. This amount of 72,000, it is paid in 4 equal installments. That means 72,000 divided by 4, that comes to 18,000 plus interest on the outstanding balance. So this is how the total, each installment will be 18,000 plus interest, that will be the installment price. Okay, see here, cash price of the machinery is 80,000, down payment is 8,000, so unpaid cash balance at the beginning is 72,000. So interest for 2016 is 72,000 into 7%, you will get 5,040. If that is the case, first installment value will be 18,000 plus 5,040. How you got 80,000, 18,000? 72,000 divided by 4, so that will come to 18,000. 18,000 plus 5,040, so that will be 23,040. Now come to second year. So unpaid balance of cash price as on 1/1/2016, 72,000, and you have paid 18,000 towards cash price in the first installment. As a result, outstanding cash price is 54,000 at the beginning of second year. On this you calculate interest at the rate of 7%. So second year installment will be 18,000 plus this 3,780. We come to third year, unpaid balance of cash price as on 1/1/2017, 54,000. And you reduce it by the cash price paid in second installment, that is 18,000. So what you get is 36,000. This is the balance as on 1/1/2017, and therefore interest on that is calculated. So 2,520 is the interest. Then we will come to the last year, that is 2018. So unpaid balance of cash price as on 1/1/2018, that is 36,000, less paid towards cash price in third year, that is 18,000. So the balance is 18,000. On this you are calculating interest at 7%, so that comes to 1,260. Now if you take interest of all the 4 installments, you will get 5,040, 3,780, 2,520, 1,260. Together it is 12,600. Okay. let me once again sum it up. First year interest, it is 80,000 minus 8,000 down payment, 72,000. On this you are calculating 5,040. And for 2017, balance as on 16, 72,000. Then cash price paid in first year installment 18,000. So you will get 54,000 balance. On this you are calculating the interest at the rate of 7%. So that comes to 3,780. For the third year, unpaid balance of cash price as on 1/1/2017. That is second year. So that is 54,000. Then cash price paid in second installment 18,000. That is reduced. So 36,000. On that you are calculating the interest for third year. And for the fourth year, unpaid balance of cash price as on 1/1/2018. That is this one, 36,000. And cash price paid in third installment, that is 18,000. So ultimately the balance is 18,000. On this you are calculating the interest. So total interest is 12,600. Okay, now we will open the ledger accounts in the books of Mr. Arvind. So first, machinery account. So machinery account debtor to installment sellers account 80,000. And depreciation is 8,000. So depreciation here is calculated on the cash price, and it is calculated on original cost every year. Therefore, every year depreciation is remaining the same, 8,000. You are following the straight line method. Yes. So first year depreciation is 8,000. So balance is 52,000. So this will be brought down here, 72,000. Second year interest is also, second year depreciation is also remaining the same, 8,000. So balance is 64,000. That is brought down here. Third year depreciation is also 8,000 because we are following straight line method. So 8,000. And the balance is 56,000. You are bringing it here. So 56,000. So fourth year depreciation is also 8,000. As a result, the balance is 48,000. So this is how you are opening and recording entries in the machinery account. Now installment sellers account. So installment sellers account is credited by these two values. One is machinery, cash price of machinery, and total interest for the 4 installments 12,600. Then how it is paid? So first you are making the down payment 8,000. Then first installment, I told you cash price in first installment plus interest 5,040. So together 23,040. So the balance is 61,560. So same is brought down here. So 61,560. It should be by balance brought down. So 61,560. So second year you are paying an installment that consists of 18,000 every year you are paying plus interest of second year 3,780. So together 21,780. So the balance is 39,780. So same is brought down here, 39,780. And you are paying the third installment 20,520. So that is calculated by adding 2,520 to the cash price which is paid in the third installment. So 18,000 plus 2,520, 20,520. So balance is 19,260, and that is brought down here. And this will be settled by paying the last installment to bank account 19,260. That can consist of 18,000 plus 1,260. The come to interest suspense account. Interest suspense account is debited, and interest installment seller's account is credited with 12,600 total interest. And every year interest suspense account is credited by the interest of each year, so that at the end there is no balance in interest suspense account. It should be closed. So first year interest is 5,040, that's credited. So the balance is 7,560, and it is brought down here 7,560. And second year interest is transferred to interest account, so 3,780, balance is 3,780. Now next, third year beginning 3,780, of that 2,520 is transferred to interest account, so the balance is 1,260. And in the last year the balance at the beginning is 1,260, and interest of last year it is transferred to interest account from interest suspense accounts. Now there is absolutely no balance in interest suspense account. Now look at interest account, how it is opened and how the entries are recorded here. Interest account and data to interest. I am subject to correction here. Interest account debtor to interest suspense account 5,040, and interest account is closed by transferring that to profit and loss. And second year again, interest of second year is transferred from interest suspense account, this also to interest suspense account 3,780, and interest account for the second year is closed by transferring that to profit and loss account. Then again third year interest is transferred to interest account from interest suspense account, this should be interest suspense account 2,520, and it's closed by transferring the balance to profit and loss account. And last year also to interest suspense account 1,260, and it is transferred to profit and loss account. So every year you are closing the interest account by transferring the value to profit and loss account. In all these four cases it should be interest suspense account. Okay, you see how each installment is calculated. First installment 18,000. How you got 18,000? So total amount, from that you are deducting say 6,000 down payment. As a result, what is remaining is 80,000 is the total cash price. So you are paying the first installment, therefore 72,000 remains. So 72,000 divided by 4, so you get 18,000. Each year you are paying 18,000 towards cash price. So cash price plus interest for the first installment, together first installment is 23,040. Second installment, cash price 18,000 plus interest 3,780, therefore 21,780. Third installment is 18,000 plus 2,520, so it is 20,500. And last installment is 18,000 plus 1,260, so 19,260. So thus I have completed this problem also. Thank you for giving a patient listening. Thank you.